Hi, I'm Nikki and I'm here at the San Clemente Pier with Dave and Billy, and we're going to show you a few Pilates exercises that are going to help you stay stronger and more balanced in the water, as well as prevent some postural imperfections as well as some injuries. So let's start. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do is called the 100. So what it's going to do is it's going to strengthen your core, which is going to help a lot with balance, and it's also going to help a lot with relieving any kind of lower back pain you get from being in extension for so long in the water. So to start by making sure that you have a neutral spine, so that means just a small little teeny gap between your spine and the ground and your lower back. Bring your legs up to tabletop, so 90-degree bend in both legs. Good. From right there, you'll take your head and chest and pull them up, pulling from the sternum up towards the sky. Hold right there. You can keep your legs at tabletop, or you can extend them out at about a 45-degree angle. Good. From right there, we'll just start inhaling for 5 breaths, pumping the arms, and exhaling for 5 breaths, pumping the arms. What I'm looking for here is that the knees are hugging together, and that your lower back isn't overarching. Good. And we'll do this just for 100 breaths all together. So it'll be 10 breaths in and 10 breaths out. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is called the teaser prep. So it's a prep exercise for one that's a little bit more challenging, and we'll show you that in a bit. So you're going to start with your legs in tabletop, your arms are extended overhead, your shoulders are drawing down. So really relax your shoulders. Good, your palms are facing each other. Arms should be straight. Good. You're going to take a big inhale breath to prepare. Exhale, draw the arms towards the legs. Try and keep the legs in the same place. So come up. And then you'll extend the chest. Try and get as much of a flat back as you can. Good. And then you'll start curling back down from your lower back and replace the arms overhead. Good. Let's just do one more like that. Exhaling up. We're going to shoot for about 3 or 4 of these. And they are difficult, so don't think that they're easy. And exhale, back down. Good. Okay. Alright, so this next one, we're going to take it up a little notch from the teaser prep. So I want you to extend one leg out about a 45-degree angle. Try and keep that leg as straight as you can. So maybe a little bit straighter than this, but that's fine. And keep it right there in space. Again, we'll take an inhale to repair. Exhale, draw the hands up. You pull the belly button into the spine, extend the chest up, and really extend that chest out. Good. This is really challenging on your hip flexors as well as your abdominals. And exhale, pull down. Good. We'll do that 10 times on one side and then 10 on the other side. Okay, so for the next exercise we're going to do, it's going to work your core as well as work your back extensors and work a little bit on your balance. So start in a push-up position, just learned that, and start with your hips level. What we're looking for here is having a wide shoulders. So really try not to flare your shoulder blades. So think about pressing up through the chest. Perfect, right there. Okay, so from right here, we're going to challenge your balance a little bit. So let's take one arm, extend it out. Good. And then try and take your hips and draw them back to the center. Good. Try and stay as balanced as you can. Replace that arm and extend the opposite arm. We'll try and get to 10 on both sides. Replace that arm down. Good. From right there, after we do 10 on each side of the arm, you'll take one leg, pick it up just parallel with the ground. Good. Keep your hips low and replace it down. And the opposite leg. Pick it up and down. And we'll try and do 10 on each side. You can always take a break in between. From there, we'll take one arm out and raise the opposite leg. So this is challenging your balance a ton right now. It's challenging your core, and it's challenging all of your stabilizer muscles. You can put both leg and arm down, and then opposite leg and arm. Good. You'll notice this on some sides you're going to be a little bit stronger than on other sides. So just try and do the equal amount on each side. And you can take and relax. So the next one we're going to do is just called swimming. So from right here, you'll have your arms extended and your legs reaching long. You'll pull your belly button up into your spine. Good. So you're stabilizing stabilizing your lower back using your transverse abdominals. From right here, you'll take one arm slightly up and raise the opposite leg. And hold right there, pulling up into your abdominals the entire time. And switch arms and legs. Good, and switch. And you can do this as fast or as slow as you want. Just make sure that the hips are stabilized and that you're not pressing your hip bones into the ground, so you're really pulling up and into the abdominals. Right here, we're also working on, because you're in extension for so long, we want to make sure that you're doing that correctly. So pull those shoulders down, and you're pulling from your mid to upper thoracic spine. Good. And you can relax it. Okay, so the next Pilates exercise we're going to do is just a side plank with a little bit of rotation from the obliques. So you're going to start with your feet stacked on top of each other. Your elbow should be right underneath your shoulder. You're going to take an inhale to prepare, then exhale, come up into a side plank. Okay, hold right there. Extend the top arm up. Palms should be facing away from you. And hold. So right now it's really challenging for obliques, which are really good for a lot of turning and rotations in surfing, as well as your balance. You're going to take that top hand, you're going to thread it underneath. Good. And come back up. Good. We're going to try and do that 5 times on this side. And then you can rest back down after those 5 times. What we're going to do, we're going to practice knee and ankle alignment, which is really important because that's a really common injury in surfing. So we're just going to start by doing lunges. So take the ball out in front of you. Good. When you lunge forward with one leg, take the ball and keep it in front of you. So lunge forward with one leg, try and get a 90-degree bend in both legs. You're going to twist to the side, towards that leg that's kneeling, back to the center, and then you're going to come back up to that standing position you started with. So let's do that on one more side. You're going to lunge forward, you're going to twist towards that knee that's bent, twist towards that side, rotating from the obliques, come back to the center, and press up. So let's do that on the other side. So what's really, really important during this, you're going to twist towards the parking lot, is that your knee is traction right between your second and third toe. Come back up, and let's do one more on the other side. So we're going to try and do about 10 on each side all together. So lunging forward, making sure that that knee doesn't go past your toes, but it's in between your second and third toe. And twist, and come back, and standing back up. And that's it. So for this next exercise, it's going to be the last one we're going to do today. It's going to test, again, your knee and ankle alignment and your balance. So you'll start by just standing up straight, balls in front of you. Good. Dropping the shoulders down, so you're pulling the shoulder blades down your spine. From right there, you're going to come into a squat, bring the ball overhead, keeping the shoulders down. Good. Stay right there. Try not to let the knees come over the toes. Then you're going to lift your heels up. You're going to lower your heels down, and then you're going to come back up to that standing position. So one more time like that. You'll squat down, making sure to keep the knees back behind the toes. You'll lift your heels up as high as you can. You'll lower the heels, and then you'll come back up to standing. And that's it.
All right, my experience with this whole thing, this is my first time I've ever done it. It is absolutely magnificent. It is so wonderful. I feel like I'm gonna shred that much harder now by doing this. I seriously am gonna do this like once, how many? Once a day? Once a day, and you will become one mean kind rip-off.
Be tough, but it brings up a pretty good theory that like just doing sit-ups just helps your forward thrust, but like doing all this side stuff really helps you like do turns.
Wait, hold on a second, you're making me laugh. Okay, I'll move my shoulder down though. Should I go closer like that? What? There, that's as far as I can bring my shoulders down. Just get out of here.
This is not looking easy.